good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this in the world. I hope you guys are okay. So I said that I would never ever boot this game up again. But I got asked so many times last night to do a review of the new skins. And I've seen all the comments on Twitter, I've seen the pictures of these skins. And I said I would never install this game again, but in the interest of doing what the people have asked, I've gone ahead and installed it. And so we're going to look over them in their entirety. So I was told that this season was supposed to reflect the flesh pits, and it was meant to be for Melina. But from what I've seen, it just looks like Havoc. These colors look like they're more suited for Havoc, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they look awful. They look absolutely awful. So we'll go through them. This is also going to be a comparison video because the Tekken shop is now out. So we'll go through a couple characters. I'm not going to go through all of them. So we'll start with Scorpion. This is so embarrassing. Like, honestly, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea. This, to me, oh my god, they gave Scorpion a mohawk. You just know whoever designed this costume voted for Joe Biden. I'm sorry, but what is this? Like some sort of edgy fruit salad? What is this? This is like what were they smoking over there? More mohawks. This is disgraceful. Let's go to Sub-Zero. I'm assuming everybody's is just the same. It's just these messy, ugly colors. These uninspired, boring costumes. Like, dude, who came up with this garbage? Whoever it is, I think Derek said the art team. Oh, she's only got 2. So they're lazy with it as well. Oh my lord. Okay, so he's only got 2 as well. They're actually so ugly. Why is it? Wait. So these guys got loads. I'm assuming Melina got. Okay. Maybe I'm missing one. They're just so ugly. Oh my god. No, the art team, honestly, I'm not even saying this as a joke. Whoever's doing this over at NRS, please leave. I hate to say leave your job, but this is a joke. This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. Who else? Let's check Reiko. Reiko's only got 2. So he didn't even like do it proportionately. My boy Shao Kahn, or General Shao. It just looks like the art team. You know when you go to some museums and you look at an art piece and you're like, they just threw paint all over the canvas and they called it art. That's what this is. These are ugly, ugly costumes, and these ones that they've done with the mohawks. Do you know what the problem here is? The guys over at NRS. Who did this? Who approved this? Ed Boon, please hire some new people. WB, if you're listening, please stop them. I'm not even going to put all the blame on WB anymore. This is NRS. This is self-serving. Do you know what the problem is? They are so blinded by what they think Mortal Kombat is supposed to be that they are not listening to the people that are buying their products. This is appalling. I was wondering if they were going to take his hat off and give him a mohawk. Usher. Like, not only did you create all of these crappy looking costumes, wow, Havoc only got 2. I would have thought he'd get more in this season. Like, you need, I think it's time that Mortal Kombat was sold to another developer. Because the thing is, Mortal Kombat is actually very, very cool. But they're self-serving. This is self-serving. You're not doing what the consumers are asking for. Nobody in their right mind, there's no way that you woke up from your slumber and you were like, this is what we're going to put for season 4. There's just no way. I can't believe it. And apparently I was on Twitter yesterday and Sikando was saying, he was tweeting that they released the season of Chaos. and that's why these costumes look like this. Now I don't know how true that is. I did see some screenshots where it said Season of Chaos on it, but my god, man, like, you guys, I could have done a better job than this, and I did not do well enough. This is just awful. This is actually embarrassing. Like, it is. This is actually embarrassing. What else have we got? I mean, this is not even an accurate replica of the Deadly Alliance Sub-Zero. I don't know, like, everything just looks off to me, man. Everything looks off. Like, this, it just doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat anymore. And you know, I got some comments the other day of people saying, Mike, can you explain what they can do better for Mortal Kombat? Now, I actually did do this. I did create I did a 2-part video where I came up with suggestions for what Mortal Kombat can do better. But I understand there's been like 4,000 or 5,000 new subscribers since I did that video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an update to that. But we've looked at the just shambolic nature of this new release. So let's go over and look at Tekken, because the Tekken shop has also dropped as well. Right, so here we are in the Tekken shop. Already, what I can say, and I really don't mean to sound biased when I say this, but the presentation is also way nicer than Mortal Kombat's. So we've got the Uniqlo t-shirts in here. Now, I actually went to my local Uniqlo and they had them in there. I guess this is free. Okay, if it's free, I'll take it. But we'll get on to reviewing the tops and the clothes in here. But honestly, the Mortal Kombat is just shambolic. It actually looks like an edgy salad. That's what all of the characters look like. It actually looks like an edgy fruit salad. So, look at some of the fan favorite costumes. So we've got Jin's Tekken 4 costume. So 400 Tekken coins. How much does that work out to? So 500 is $3.99. Okay, so that's the minimum you can get. So you're looking at, I guess, it's like £3.50, I think, a costume, but you have to purchase $3.99. I'm not chuffed about the. I'm not chuffed about that. I can't lie. It kind of stings to have to pay $3.99. But do you know what? The costume looks good. John's costume looks good. Now, I'm not buying any of these because none of these characters I use. Actually, I might buy Kazuya's at some. I wasn't a big fan of Kazuya's Tekken 6 costume, so I might give it a miss. I wanted them to put his Tekken 1 costume in there. Yeah, I mean, her Tekken 4 costume, again, I really liked it, but I don't play the character. Then these are the little avatars. Which are cool. If they get a Fengwei one, I might get a Fengwei one. So, already, the main thing for me is that, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the pricing, I won't lie. I don't know how much it costs to build these costumes. I honestly have no idea. I know production costs have gone up since Tekken 7, but I don't know how much they're actually putting in, you know. You can't just believe them for everything they say just because they gave us a good game. But the costumes at the very least look nice. I feel like I'm looking at a replica of the Tekken 6 Kazuya costume. When I was looking at Sub-Zero and I was looking at the Deadly Alliance costume, it was not a replica. These are basically spitting images in Unreal Engine 5. Like, they look good. This looks like Jin in Tekken 4. So people that play Jin probably going to be very chuffed to see this. I know I would be. Now with Feng Wei, for example, because that's the character I use, he's kind of got his Tekken 5 suit in this, except the one in this is even better. So even if they release that, I'm not going to buy it. But if they release cool costumes for characters in the future that I want to use, then, you know, that might be something that I might look into. There's character items here. Okay, so there's only one right now. I'm assuming these things are going to be updated. Avatar customization. Okay, not interested in any of these. Party effects. Again, that's my avatar there. Not going to get that because I don't even spend any time in the Tekken Fight Lounge. I mean, again, I'm not chuffed about this. I don't like seeing this, but I understand why it's there. You know, if I'm being realistic, I get why it's there. I'm probably not going to interact with the store very often. It will probably only be for my characters, and even then, the customization options are so good. Like, for example, I don't know if you guys have seen my my Feng Wei, but I don't believe they're going to be able to give me a costume that is as good as the one I've created for him. So, for example, I've got this like evil looking version of his original costume. I've just inverted it. I've got this one, it's kind of lame. I was kind of just messing around. I've got Yujiro Hanma, which is the one that I use most of the time online. I've got Leon Kennedy if I really want to gross people out and scare people. Can you imagine zombies like walking up to this guy? And then I've got what's his name from Baki? He always slips my mind. Retsu, that's it. I always forget his name. I don't know why. Retsu. So I've got Retsu there. I do need to change the shoes on him because they don't really match. But what I'm trying to say is the customization in this game is already good. That I don't feel like I need to buy the costumes. There's no need, and that's what Mortal Kombat is really missing. They were just missing the fact that, you know, they didn't really give us what we should have had on day one, and you know, now we're in this situation. So my review is Tekken Shop is here now. The costumes look very, very nice. Not chuffed about the pricing, but I understand why it's there. I likely will not interact with the Tekken Shop very often unless they bring something out that's absolutely insane. Like I said, if they manage to get the rights to Ground Funk Zero or Ground Zero Funk, I will buy that. But outside of that, it's not really going to be something that I go into. I'm certainly not going to use the Mortal Kombat shop because I'm almost certainly not going to play the game. I might turn it on if there's people that want to play the game with me. I've heard some of you saying that you want the membership section to be a part where you get to play Tekken or Mortal Kombat with me, and maybe that's something that I'll look into. But outside of that, the Mortal Kombat shop literally looks like a salad vomited all over it. Whoever is in charge of the art direction over at Mortal Kombat, over at NRS, please leave. Please leave or reevaluate. Go back to the early days of the original MK1, MK2 and MK3. Recapture that aesthetic. That's what people want. Recapture that. Get that kind of music back in Mortal Kombat. The way Mortal Kombat 1 is presented, although the graphics are nice, it's not Mortal Kombat. I don't know what I'm looking at. It feels devoid of personality. It feels like it doesn't know what direction it wants to go in. If it wants to be a self-contained story, or if it wants to be a multiverse of madness story. It just doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat, and the shop again with this season 4 just reaffirms that. Whoever did that, like, I hope you're getting paid well. Like, I really do, because they must be paying you really, really well for you to be that lazy. Like, you've become that complacent. You know, if people take things away from you and you're like, right, if you don't do this properly, you ain't getting paid. Then you put your back into it. Clearly what's happening is that because they're self-serving over at NRS and they don't actually care what we want, they just care about what they want, they create these shitty looking costumes. They've become complacent, and to be honest with you, somebody needs to go over there and like tell them, look, you need to change things up. This is not good enough. So that is my very quick review of the two stores. Like I said, not really going to interact with the Tekken shop much, but what they've got in there is actually pretty cool. I don't know if the price warrants it. That's really up to you to decide. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not even sure if I'd buy a costume for my own characters. But there you have it, guys. So this was just a quick video. Me and Tom Brady will be releasing a video shortly about Mortal Kombat in a bit more depth. I'm just kind of trying to align our work schedules. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for tuning in, guys.